Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions offense will have the first possession of the game. Every time these two meet, it feels huge. It was that way last year, Ohio State going into Happy Valley. But the script rarely seems to deviate. Penn State never seems to find a way to be able to beat the Buckeyes.
No, and this one went right.
Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Aller. Caught over the middle, it's Singleton. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Pena. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Top 5 up to this point is really good, and staying there as we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? It comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the ground with the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They're going back to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a gap. It's Donaldson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. That's caught. It's Tate. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Grab near the sticks. It's Tate. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Thanks to grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. First and goal from the 4 as they try to break the seal on the scoring. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Dinkins. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They're testing the right side here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rival. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Aller. Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions with C zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the open. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Looking for a crease. It's Donaldson. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Tate. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He slides that just inside the right upright, and they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Nittany Lions are on the move. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Any speculation about Ryan Day's future, even after the loss to Michigan, was patently ridiculous. But now they've won the national championship, and he is safe in the toast of the town, at least until they play Michigan.
No doubt. Toast of the town till the next game. Obviously, high standards in Columbus. They won a national championship. Palmer, they got hot. Absolutely scorching hot last year down the stretch at the right time.
And they have one of the most exciting players in all of college football, Jeremiah Smith at wide receiver. I can't wait to see what this guy does. Now only a true sophomore, he is built different, and he is going to ball.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Using the quick game. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Gonna run it. It's Donaldson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Running back searching for a hole. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. 3rd down play from the gun. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Pena. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Here's a heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Part of the backfield. It's Singleton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Going to take a shot at this DB. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, all week, the Buckeyes and Nittany Lions tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. Still 2 quarters to go in this incredible regional showdown between 2 of the winningest programs in football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Got the first down and more. They got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. They got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air, it's Sayin. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Tate. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Now, a 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught close to the marker, it's Tate. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Tate.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to the big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Vanderbilt. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got a man. It's Pena. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, the ground game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in, it's Allen. Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rep.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Sayin. Grabs it in the middle. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The short hands, it's Tate.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big.
Going the other way, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. To the air, it's Allen. Grabbed behind the line, it's Allen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out?
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Looking for room, it's Donaldson. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Catch in the middle. It's Tate. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Tate. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's the handoff. The Buckeyes pick up the first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rival.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Graham. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Looking to fire. Finds his man, it's Graham. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Allard. This one's complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Vanderbilt. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move, it's Donaldson. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the 4th quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and profit.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Makes the grab. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there. Getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. To throw, it's Sayin. Complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Here we go. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. They'll make the stop, but that's 1st down. Off to Eisen. They should be able to kneel this one out. This result going to open some eyes around the country. They've proven behind this passing game, they probably need to be ranked a little bit higher right down the top 10.
Yeah, and mission accomplished. This is how you do it. Big stage, everybody watching. You beat a team that's ranked higher than you in this fashion. Throwing the football all over the yard, explosive offense. This will bode well for the rest of their season.
Well, they've answered some questions, too, because they've got talent throwing the ball. Everybody knew that, but could they get it done against a defense like this? Well, now you have their answer. Absolutely they can, and if they keep this up, they've got big aspirations the rest of the year.
From the red zone, looking for a man. On target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw it. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to